Coming up next is the UFC heavyweight division collision. Well, this young man is a really accomplished submission specialist, and sometimes fighters get offended when you call them a specialist, but most people know what he's trying to do in there, and to this point, no one's really been able to stop him.
John, he will try to pull guard. Who pulls guard anymore in the UFC at this point? But he understands that for him to be successful, the fight has to be in the grappling, in the jiu-jitsu. If he's able to extend these jiu-jitsu exchanges, he is the guy that is generally going to win. He understands position. He understands going from point A to point B. He always is the one controlling the underhook. Always has the frame. Just a knowledge of jiu-jitsu that not many people can match.
And you can be sure as he makes this walk tonight, he's thinking about just how quickly he can get this fight to the ground and utilize those aforementioned high-level submission skills. Well, you can argue this is the most influential martial artist of all time, the great Bruce Lee, making his walk to the octagon here tonight, champ.
Everybody wants to be Bruce Lee. They say they want to be like Mike. If you're a fighter, you want it to be like Bruce Lee. You want it to be that fast. You want it to be that charismatic. You want it to have an ability to just freeze your opponents. Your speed, your movement, just the diversity in the attacks that you can give your opponents would just confuse people. I mean, I watched him beat a 7-foot Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to stay undefeated.
Right.
If you could do that, you could do anything.
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee in a nutshell.
Just so wise.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Levine. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 126 pounds. The Nightmare. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner. Ready?
All right, so here we go. Round 1 is underway. I can't wait to see how this fight plays out because he told us on Thursday that despite his opponent's submission acumen, he's more than willing to engage him on the ground.
A lot of times guys fight with their ego. They try to go and fight their opponent in their spots. Let's see if this proves to be a very bad decision. That elbow got to the target very quick in the clinch.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh, nice land there with the punch. You see, he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge in reach.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And they separate.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots.
Oh! He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
That one was heavy. Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Oh, straight right. Lee gets hit by that leg kick. Oh, he's wearing it now, bleeding from his cheek. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? And now he's got the tie clinch.
What a punch. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Lands with a right hand. Really timing his shots nicely. Good tempo, very accurate, finding the range with relative ease.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of really overwhelming his opponent with activity.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
Look at how he drives his knee right into his opponent's midsection.
Battling for hooks. And those knees aren't just for effect. Those are doing real damage.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that
Nice
kick.
double leg. So at long last, he finally lands his first takedown after several failed attempts. You knew coming in that he was going to stay committed to the takedown, kept on trying, and finally got him to the ground. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel, right? That's what his opponent.
Nicely done.
You won that last round. He was all over you. You did better than that. Come on now, let's shake it out. Let's get back in there. Let's get back to the game plan. Hands high, work behind.
All right, let's check out some of the action now from that previous round, and he really kept finding a home for those kicks.
Yeah, and why would you change it? If your opponent is not going to check, if he's going to stand there and he's not on his toes and he's stationary, you keep driving those kicks into his thighs, into his body until he makes some sort of adjustment.
All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His strong leg packs so much power that even when he doesn't throw it full throttle, you see he's able to inflict damage. We'll see if he can keep it going here in this
He
round.
doesn't throw it full power, but even when he feints it, he draws out reactions from his opponents because they don't want to get hit with any more of those kicks. It's a sight to behold. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Push kick there to the body. Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this? Oh man, look at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, got to his position, got another beautiful takedown.
And they both stand up. All right, some really grueling work here in the clinch. Both fighters really struggling to gain a dominant position.
That happens whenever you understand the position. Both know exactly what they need to do. And when both fighters are trying to do the same thing, it's very, very difficult to get the desired results. He's in a good flow right now. He's landing big shots to the body.
All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand? Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish his fight.
Back and forth we go. Double leg takedown attempt here, and that is a good attempt as he gets the fight back to the mat.
It's ideal. His ideal situation just happened. He got in on the shot, didn't have to put too much effort to finish. Great job.
Under 2 minutes to go. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Lee. Oh, man, that cut is getting worse by the minute. Looking ghastly at this point. And he's back up again. So the takedowns have been there, as have the get-ups. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. All right, so both fighters now sort of struggling for position here in the clinch. When you find yourself in this situation, what do you do to get out of it?
Anytime it's very tough, anytime you're chest to chest and you have nowhere to go, I think to myself, underhook. Whoever's winning the underhook is winning the clinch battle. Right hand punch from the clinch.
Lee gets the tie clinch here. All right, he'll timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it. John, stop it. Big knee lands right through his opponent's midsection. Way to hide that leg kick.
The best strike he's thrown tonight.
The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut land.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the highlights. He has had his kicking game going early and often tonight.
I mean, on point, right? He knew that this was going to be a way for him to take control of this fight. He's used those kicks to really put him out ahead. And I'm not sure if his opponent has the ability to adjust and stop him from landing these over and over.
Body shot to start to add up. You can't take too many more of those. What I'm looking for you now.
All right, so after he landed a high number of kicks in the previous round, we'll see if he can keep it going here as our next round gets underway.
He should stay the course. He's so educated with his legs and his feet that he's given his opponent a very difficult time trying to anticipate what's coming his way.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent does not change something, he will continue to throw the strike until he makes him stop throwing. Oh, wow, oh!
And this might just be a matter of time.
Oh, he might have got it on the shoulder.
And there it is!
He got him!
Yeah, great job executing the submission in that fight. Really strong work. You can see the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 26 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a guillotine choke, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight, but he knew that if he did everything right, he can get to his position, which is the ground, and he would be able to find a finish by submission.